Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Zago's Life here, and today I'm about to talk about something that a pretty good deal of people have addressed, but I just want to, spread the quote-unquote awareness of this situation. Now, I'm here to talk about why news channels are the epitome of absolute cancer. Now, I'm not telling you that Scarce or Keemstar should jump off a bridge. Well, maybe Keemstar, but I'm not here to tell you why Scarce should jump off a bridge. I'm here to tell you why what they're doing just doesn't really help with the drama. Now, I know they get their money, this is how they get paid, so you can't really hate them for doing it. You know, they're making their money their way, and you could be making it a different way. You could be making different videos. But either way, they're making money, and a lot of people like their channels. But one thing that they cease to see is the more drama spreads, and the more you talk about it, the more exposure it's gonna get. Now, they talk about this sometimes. I believe Scarce has covered this. He said how, oh, well, guys, don't go and watch it, just don't share it or anything. But then he sits there and shares the video on there, and he's giving exposure himself. Him and Keemstar, any news channel, they are giving the video that they're discussing, or the topics that they're discussing, they're giving it, its point. They're giving it exposure, they're giving it views, they're giving it, likes or dislikes, but they just spread it. And spreading drama isn't the way to kill it. And I think Scarce, or maybe another channel, I will put it up on the screen right now because I can't think of it at the moment. But this person talked about, oh, well, don't go and share it because it'll just give it more, volume. It'll give it a freaking bunch of views. But then they sit there and they expose it, and it's just confusing, okay? Like, do not put something out there you do not want to be acknowledged, And that's what a lot of news channels do. They do this and then they act like, oh, well, don't go over there and give it exposure. I'm not trying to, give any exposure. I'm just trying to make my money, but you're doing it. It don't matter if you're trying or not trying. You're giving these cancerous videos, these retarded videos, all this exposure that could be going to a good cause, instead of giving it to maybe a fundraiser to help someone with cancer. And before I even continue, I'm not trying to tell you how to use your platform because it's your platform. But, I'm just saying you're exposing and giving exposure towards, a lot of other things that don't need exposure, and they wouldn't have as much exposure if you didn't cover it. Now, I'm not here to make a change because I know news channels are not going to change just because I said something or just because a bunch of people said something, because it's how they make their money. A lot of people like it, and drama is just addicting to someone or some people, and it's just hard to cover because you don't want to seem like you're trying to tell people how to do their jobs. You don't want to seem that you're telling people to, do their channel or run their channel, but then again, you're sitting there and you're criticizing them, and it's a touchy subject, because you're kind of telling them how to use their platform if you intend it or not, or don't intend it. But I'm just trying to say, news channels don't really bring anything good. I mean, they keep you updated, but most of the time they're just talking about drama, and it can cause people a lot of pain. The people that they're talking about it can cause them pain. The people that are listening to this and thinking, oh, this is completely real, and then they go and talk bad about somebody, and then they realize, oh, this is fake, then they can feel bad because they're like, oh, well, I just trash talked some random person that didn't do anything. And Scarce has maybe made this, problem once. I know Keemstar done it a lot. He like puts a news story out there and it turns out that it was fake. Scarce has only done it a little bit. Other news channels have maybe done it a couple times, but most of the times they're covering these either very real situations that can affect other people, or they're talking about these situations that may or may not be fake, and both ways it can affect, all sorts of people. Take, for example, when Drama Alert, or Keemstar, called out this old dude, and everybody knows about this. He called out this poor old guy, calling him a pedophile, and that he just got out of jail for, raping and like molesting and stuff with molesting children, and he was getting people to send like nudes over RuneScape, and this old guy was, on RuneScape live streaming, and Keemstar thought it was like this pedophile rapist, and it made the guy cry because, he wasn't a pedophile. He was just some poor guy trying to stream some Twitch, So the main problem with these is they can give exposure to fake things. They can give exposure to serious things that may or may not need to be covered, to be honest. Some people just don't want to hear that. It can affect hugely the person who made a video. Say you mess up, you make a mistake. Everybody makes a mistake. You make a mistake, and then it's up on a news channel for the rest of your life. 1 to 5 minutes mistake can be sitting on a channel with millions of subs forever. And that one mistake will carry through with your career. It can influence your jobs that you're able to get, So basically these news channels they're so easy to manipulate, and they get manipulated for either views, but when it's on a more serious note and people aren't trying to manipulate these channels, it just ends up hurting some people. Some people get hurt by these videos, and it's very, serious topics. Sometimes they cover like very, very serious topics, and then it comes out to be, oh, this person really didn't mean any harm. Oh, this person really didn't deserve this. But it's out there, and the news channel isn't taking the video down. You can bet on that. The news channel is not going to take down their video because it's fake. Keemstar did it, but that's because he got a ton of backlash. People most of the time will not take videos like that down. So, first of all, you have to be careful on what you put out to the internet. And I think that's a problem too. It's not just the news channel. It's all these people putting out these crazy videos that maybe they don't mean to harm anybody, but it offends people. And just, get trashed about it because it's on someone's channel forever. And those minutes you cannot gain back. Those hours you spend on Twitter arguing with the person to take that video down, you don't get that back, and they're not going to take it down. So basically, people have to be more careful about what they put out there. So it's not 100% the news channel's fault, but the news channels always also have to be on top of things, making sure that they regulate what they put out there, because sometimes it ruins lives, it ruins careers, it ruins everything. One rape accusation on YouTube can ruin someone's career. On YouTube, in real life, you can walk down the street and you can be like, oh, there's that guy who raped somebody, I heard about it on YouTube, So stuff like this can ruin people's careers and lives. And I'm not to say, take all these news channels down. I'm just saying these news channels really aren't careful with what they put out there. They don't really look into it, Sometimes they put their opinion like, oh, this is fake, but I'm still going to give it exposure because it gets me money and views, guys. Got to get that YouTube money. And that's basically the whole point of, news channels. They just do it for money. They don't really care about the news stories. And they don't give their opinions in it, which is good for a news channel. But, the moral of all this is just be careful of what you put out on the internet. And to any news channels listening to me, be careful to what you promote or what you put on your channel, because it can ruin someone's life. So that's why I think most news channels are the epitome of cancer. And yeah. So it's been Zago's Life, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, go down and comment. Also, hit that red subscribe button. Turn on the post notifications because it always helps me out. And yeah, peace.